right, now we're moving to phase 3 of our dynamic mobility section of the warm-up. So this is going to help improve your dynamic flexibility, as well as work on joint health and further get some activation and movement into the muscles that we're going to be training. So we're going to start with hamstrings. We're going to look at a standing version of this, which is a standing good morning. So what you want to be doing with this exercise here is keeping the knees unlocked and then pushing your hips back. Okay, and you're just pushing them back as far as you can, pushing them into a stretch of the hamstring, going as low as you can without having any rounding of your lower back. Okay, you just do one bad. So if you go too far, you can see the rounding there. We don't want that. We just want a nice arch, maintaining the back and pushing back. We won't show this, but if you're having trouble getting that, a great tip is to go about a foot away from a wall and just push back and touch your hips to the wall, and that can really help. Another version of this is the lying one. The standing one is good for teaching a movement pattern, but this is good if you've never done this before for isolating the movement into the hamstring. So what you want to do is line your back here, slip your hands under your low back and just overlap them a little bit, and you want to use them to kind of monitor your back position. This heel is down, you want to press this heel into the ground, and that'll help to stabilize your pelvis. This knee here comes up, and then you're going to do a knee extension motion. Okay? Don't worry about trying to get all the way straight, that's not the point. The point is just move the hamstring through the range of motion that you have without going so far that you start to press your low back into your hand. So if you go too far, the hamstring will pull the pelvis, it'll tip backwards, and you'll start to feel your hands getting squished by your back, and you don't want that. You don't want any movement of the low back or the hamstring. From here, we're going to go into a prone hip internal rotation. So we see a lot of people lacking hip internal rotation ability. So you're just going to go on your stomach here, in this position here, and then we're going to rotate in and out here. Okay? You want to try to keep the hips as still as you can with this one and just isolate it in. Don't cheat by using other things to get the range of motion there. So we do this on both legs, and then we'll move into a static hip flexor stretch. So with this one here, you want to get on one knee. If you're on a grass surface, that's great. Otherwise, have some type of cushioning under the knee. Then what you're going to do is reach forward here, reach at least your arm or the leg that's stretching, if not both arms straight up overhead there. And you're going to put a stretch into the rectus femoris a little bit and into the hip flexor there. And also make sure you squeeze the glutes to help get that going. So this is just a static stretch to calm this area down and allow the glutes and other things to work better. So after we've done that, we're going to go into a dorsiflexion motion for the ankle and the ball. And so you're just going to be in this position here. You want to keep all the weight, body weight on this heel here, so you keep the heel totally pressed down. And then you're just pushing the knee forward to create that range of motion at the ankle. This is an area of the ankle, if you lack range of motion here, chances are it's going to put additional stress on the knee joint as it'll have to make up for that range. So we want really good range of motion at the ankle. Okay? Also with this one, a lot of people, if they don't have good range of motion there, they'll cheat this exercise by cheating the foot in. And so we'll see the knee kind of really go in that way. We want to maintain the knee directly over the toe. All right, from there we're going to move to a side-to-side motion for the groin. We call this a modified cross-act. It's just a side-to-side lunge. You're just going to get nice and wide, nice and deep, but don't go so deep that you're getting rounding into your lower back. From there we're going to move into a reverse lunge with the reach. So this will further help to loosen up the hip flexors, get some work into the hips as well. And you're just coming back, nice long stride, reaching back as far as you can there. From there, we're going to go into windows, and this is just another exercise to help with hip mobility. Is sort of moving that back. So you're just going to kind of do a little bit of side shuffle back with a real big opening up, raising the knee as high and wide as you can from there. Then we're going to get some more stuff for the upper body, so we're going to go into arm circles. So we're going to be starting backwards, starting a very small circle, and then gradually getting bigger. And this will help increase blood flow to the shoulder muscles as we loosen up the whole shoulder girdle. Once you've done that, you can reverse the pattern, starting small, and then getting bigger circles going forward there. Okay. Last one we want to hit is a drill to help with activation of some of the upper back muscles, as well as shoulder mobility. So we call it wall slides. You want to go up against the wall, lift your chest nice and high, pull the shoulder blades down and back, and then from this position here, just spread the arms up and out. Okay. And then come back down. So if you're doing this one correctly, you're going to feel a lot of burning right in the middle of your back. You can just turn around for 1 second. So you're going to feel it all kind of in the middle and lower trapezius in through here if you're doing that correctly. And that wraps up our dynamic mobility phase 3.